Hey, what's up guys, Tech from News RB here, back from techfromnewsmedia.com. We cover the latest tech news, gadget reviews, and much more. And today I'm going to be doing a new thing on this channel where I give back to the community. I allow you guys to be featured on my channel. This is called TFD Showcase. Now, as you know, I did this back in July, and today I wanted to bring you guys something that I've do, but I've never had time to get to and edit through. This is a TFD honorable mention. This is Jordan in the Know. His YouTube link will be down in the description below. Shout out to my buddy Jordan in the Know. He's another tech YouTuber on YouTube, and he made this Nokia Lumia 925 review. Now, even though Jeremy Rochelle from Techspective had won the TFD Showcase #1, and his video was uploaded, I still do want to upload this one because I thought it was very well done. And congrats to Jordan on making a very, very intuitive YouTube video. So anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. After this video, I'm your host, Tech from RB, signing off. Peace.
Hey there guys, Jordan in the Know here, and what I have here is the Nokia Lumia 925. Now, if you saw my prior video, you probably discovered that I sort of fell in love with Windows Phone. So what I wanted to do was buy a higher end Windows Phone just to make sure I wasn't missing out on any Windows experiences. And the 925 is a direct result of that. So without any more waiting, here's my review of the Nokia Lumia 925. So this marks the 1-year anniversary of the Nokia Lumia 925, and at the time, this phone was competing with a couple other big mobile phones, the Galaxy S4, the HTC One, etc. So now, in June 2014, exactly 1 year later, how does it compare? Well, it's doing pretty good. Design-wise, this phone is still fierce in competition with flagships we see today. Aluminum wrapped around the entire edge of the phone, which dual purposes as an antenna, a 720p AMOLED screen with Corning Gorilla Glass 2 on the front, and soft-touch, fingerprint-prone plastic on the back, and still manages to be thinner than the HTC One, and almost as thin as the Samsung Galaxy S5, and is lighter than both. So, like all Windows phones, it doesn't need extreme hardware to run. And I made sure that I didn't know the specs of this phone until the time of this review, and you shouldn't be surprised as I was. It only has a 1.5 GHz dual-core Snapdragon processor, an Adreno 225 GPU, and 1 GB of RAM. Performance was great. Transitions were really smooth, and the overall OS was quick and snappy, just like you would expect from any other Windows phone. And oh, by the way, my 925 is running Windows 8.1, and it's awesome. This update includes a feature to allow you to have an extra column of live tiles on your home screen, and it really does integrate perfectly with a larger screen. You can see more content, which is generally what live tiles are all about anyways. Windows 8.1 also included Cortana, which dual purposes as your daily news and virtual assistant, which is way better than S-Voice and can easily compete with Google Now or Siri, with a few quirks though. The search button always activates Cortana, which is convenient, but it doesn't start recognizing your voice until you actually tap the microphone icon, which can get pretty tedious. After that, Cortana springs into life and can easily tackle anything you throw at it. Battery life, however, is weak, like really weak. Average use can barely get me through half a day, but it's not the 2000 mAh battery to blame. It's the Windows 8.1 developer beta. So after doing a hard reset, it got a little bit better, but I still couldn't get that battery life that I've seen a lot of other tech reporters talk about. Another feature I want to talk about is the screen. Windows works well with AMOLED screens for a few reasons. Deep blacks can bring out really great contrast ratios, and colors are so vivid. So what's to do with that clock widget always on the screen? Well, it's kind of like Motorola's active display, so let me explain. This Lumia 925 has an AMOLED display. And how AMOLED displays work is it's sort of like those LED signs. Each individual bulb can represent an individual pixel, and whenever the color black is shown on the display, the bulb is simply turned off, while the ones that require color are obviously still on. And this is the case with all AMOLED screens. So that black you see there, it's all of it's turned off. And on top of it, the phone uses ambient light sensors to know whenever your phone's in your pocket, and it turns itself off completely. That's why Windows phones tend to look better and perform better on AMOLED screens. So, like I said in my last review, Windows Phone 8 didn't really have good app support. But using it for a few weeks, I did end up finding the services I wanted. I ended up finding an actual YouTube app and an actual Google Drive app. And big game titles are being published daily. But updates for apps are few and far between. My favorite part about this phone, without a doubt, is the camera. This is an 8 megapixel camera with optical image stabilization. It's pretty simple, but I had so much fun shooting photos with it. That dedicated camera button makes it super easy to take photos, and it also functions as a manual focus when you half press. Photos turned out crispy and full of detail, and even when you crop the photo, things still retain their clarity. Colors were true to life, and it's just straight up fun to take photos when you have a dedicated camera button. Some issues lie within this flash though. In low light, it does exactly what it's supposed to do. But in some areas heavily abundant in light, or even out in sunlight, the flash still goes off even when the setting is off. Taking photos far away had no impact, but trying to take one close up, you won't be able to get the photo because the camera can't focus before the flash goes off. So if you're going to be taking a close-up, high detailed photo of something, you might want to look elsewhere. All in all, the 925 is a pretty solid phone for anyone looking for a premium Windows Phone experience. The battery life is definitely a drawback, and I wish there was a larger variety of accessories, but for $190, it's not bad at all, and could last you years to come. This is Jordan in the Know, and thank you for watching, and I'll definitely see you in the next one.